Okay, so here we are for position 3. Now, if you're looking at the neck diagram, as I'm hoping you will be, here we're starting here with the root note. First thing to notice is you've got a 6 down here at the 9th fret of the 5th string, and of course a 9th on the 9th fret of the 4th string. So it's quite usable, the 9th, but a little bit awkward, and maybe neither of those notes are used all the time, but the other ones on this position are used a lot. So if we continue up, here's our 6, and this is a good friend of ours. This one is a really commonly used note in this position. So if you're thinking, here's our root note, upper root note really, with the first finger at the 10th fret. Our 6 is just found with the second finger down here at the 11th fret of the 3rd string. Really nice sounds there. Very hip old blues sounds, all your B.B. King and stuff like that's all using this one straight up. Really good note, that one. So that one's going to get used quite a lot. Make sure you practice working that note in. And you've also got a really nice 9th here at the 12th fret. Now this one's often used as well to bend up to the minor third. So the normal minor pentatonic went, but now we're going to use a little semitone bend there from 12 bending to the sound of 13. Very common little sound. Especially used with the 6. That being our root note, going 6, root, up to that 9th, and back root 6, root. So this one's a really useful one. Position 3, these are really common notes to use, that 6 and 9 that are on the 2nd and 3rd strings. Okay, let's shoot up to position 4. Okay, here we are in position 4, starting off with talking about the minor pentatonic and the relationship with the Dorian notes. We've got one here, here's our root note, this is the 12th fret. You'll notice if you're looking at the neck diagram, which I'm really sure you're hoping by now you are, you've got here a 9th at the 14th fret of the 5th string. Not going to be used a lot really, to be honest, and neither is the 6th on the thickest string. Of course it's possible to do this, to use these notes, but realistically they ain't going to happen a whole lot, so don't worry too much about those extra notes. If we progress up, we've got here a little sneaky 6th back at the 11th fret. Again, try and use your first finger to get to that rather than changing your whole scale shape. It's just a slide back. Nice sound, but just a nice little first finger slide back. Now we've got a very cool one here. The next one is this 9th, which is found at the 12th fret. We were already using it before to get a little bend onto the note C. Of course we can do that again. If you want to get into some first finger bends. You can also, this is a lovely one to slide if you go here, the C, D, and then sliding to the B. Tends to sound a bit jazzy. Especially if you're sliding up to the B. But of course again, you could be using your 1st and 3rd fingers here in the 13th and 15th frets like you were playing the minor pentatonic and just sliding back to it. So of course you can use it in the same way again. Now, as well as that one, that's a 9th, we've got a nice sneaky little 6th here as well, up at the 14th fret, the thinner string here going regularly. Well, we've got a little semitone bend there, which is quite nice. Very nicely. Just play about with that little bending the 6th there. Very, very hip little one. So the two cool ones for this one is the 6th up here, 14th fret, the 9th found at the 12th fret, and then you've got the little slide back if you want there from the 12th to the 11th fret, but that one ain't used as much. Okay, up to position 5 we go.
Sit.
Okay, here we are, right up of course in position 5. 3rd finger is on the 17th fret, which is the root note. Now we're talking of course of the Dorian over notes, so we've got here 2 back at the 14th fret. They're a bit low. You could use them, but you're not going to use them a whole heap, to be honest, I reckon. But the ones that we are on the next 2 strings. Regularly we've got here 14, 17, 14, 17. But these ones are lovely to have this 14, 16 using your 3rd finger still. There's of course our other root note there up on the 14th fret of the 3rd string. Now anything you might normally have played, you can now use these. They're also lovely to do little semitone bends on. Lovely little ones, just nice little semitone bends there. Just play about, remembering there's no set fingering for these things, so you could use your 3rd finger to slide between the Dorian note and those pentatonic ones. It works real nice. And we've got one other one. I don't tend to use this one as much as maybe I should. But it works nicely with a little 1st finger slide. Okay, now I'm sure some of you have gone a bit white and you're a bit scared of having all of these extra notes, like, oh, I was just getting a grip of my blues and now there's all this other stuff. Now please remember, this stuff is not the most important thing about playing blues. The most important thing about playing blues is having a really good vocabulary of blues licks, being able to play around the neck. That's the deal that is really important. Adding these extra notes is just like a hip thing that you can add into your playing if you want, but don't feel like you have to. Also, please don't be scared of the idea of it being a Dorian mode. The fact that it's modal playing is not a big deal. The most important thing is that you just remember these are extra notes that you can add to your minor pentatonic and make it sound cool. That's it. You don't have to worry about all the theory. If you want the theory, it's there. It's the Dorian mode. It's G major scale. A really good exercise might be to compare the major scales with the sheet that I've given you, the Dorian Notes over minor pentatonic page. So have a look at the way the major scales compare with those dots and you'll find a correlation. Now, as I said, the most important thing, don't fret about it. They're just cool notes. To help you use those cool notes, in the next lesson I'm going to give you some licks, one lick from each position to give you a bit of a start on this Dorian adventure that you're now on. So don't stress, have fun, enjoy this stuff, and I'll see you for some licks very, very soon.